Hello, everyone. So, today I'm going to be speaking about a macroeconomic topic related to India, especially during the recent times. It has been trending, and many economists have put in their views on it. It's a concept that they refer to as the demographic dividend. What this means is that, as we know, that 65% of the Indian citizens are under 35 years old. So, according to the economists, the youth of the country can be very beneficial to add to our revenue, therefore add to our GDP production and overall income as well. So, what we need to actually ask ourselves is it really going to be beneficial for us, or is it a sign of the crisis that is to follow due to unemployment and inflation, etc.? So, talking about the power of the youth, I think we've all seen in the past that it has benefited several nations, such as China's rise in the 1990s or Japan's post-war economic miracle. Both were fueled by young, skilled, and employed workforce. India too has the potential to really scale up their GDP to around 500 billion annually in the next 25 years if we can use our youth to our advantage. But the challenge that we face currently is that we have a lot of youth, but we don't have enough jobs. So, an interesting fact in that regard is that every year India adds 12 million people to its working age population, but only 5 million jobs are created. So, that is a massive gap. And even worse is that over 80% of our workforce are working in informal sectors where the wages are low and the job security is very inconsistent, and also the working conditions are horrible. Uh, we've also learned in our macroeconomics as well as Indian economy and policy about the Phillips curve. We've discussed about it. So it suggests the inverse relationship between unemployment and inflation. We all know that. But uh, what India is facing is somewhat the opposite of it. Like what it is what we call stagflation, because even though our unemployment rate tends to rise every year, and the population which is unemployed right now is also increasing, there also seems to be inflation persistently either increasing or remaining at the same level, which is the condition that we refer to as stagflation. So this is arising from various factors such as supply side constraints, global disruptions, and corporate pricing. But as I had mentioned the fact earlier, the unemployment is continuing to rise because we are adding more and more of the working population into the economy every year, whereas we're not creating enough jobs. So clearly, there is a shortage on the job side. So how can we improve, and how can we make turn this crisis into an opportunity? So first thing we need to do is we need to revolutionize our education. We need industry aligned courses. We need vocational training, and we need AI literacy, given that AI is going to have a huge impact in the coming years. Uh, one good start towards that is the National Education Policy, which was released in 2020, but its execution needs to be done much better than it is being done now. The curriculums that are followed in the institutions are quite old and irrelevant in the industry right now. So the latest industry skills must be taught to all children, especially the graduating batch of students. Uh, then we need to encourage entrepreneurship as well. Right now, the startup culture in India is booming, but then that is booming in only high-tech metropolitan cities. It needs to reach towards the tier two, tier three cities where there are people who want to start their own business and do well in that, because when they start their own business, they start their own factories, they create jobs for others. So this becomes a cycle, and that will eventually lead to more job creation. We need to formalize the informal sector as well. As I had mentioned, the current most of our population works in that low-paying, unstructured job situation. So We need to improve that by giving them some social security other than just food ration, possibly some labor reforms as well. Uh, what we can do in a situation where we cannot create physical jobs is also try to create some digital jobs, some opportunity for people to work from home, work remotely. Now, a lot of things are possible due to technology, so we can make the most use of that, and we should try to make the most use of that. So, concluding my take on uh, demographic dividend of India is that although currently it may seem like a crisis which is just about to happen, I think if it is still a store of great potential, and if we are able to make the best use of it, it is going to take India to the top of all the economies, and the youth will prosper and take this country to that developed economy situation which we are all dreaming for. Thank you.